Oh, they dropped it. Oh, shit.
Today, we're going to go through some of the highlights from the weekend and clear the air if needed.
I do have a confession. And I'm not saying you gave me the ick, but there's like small moments where I'm like, you know what, this.
At me?
If you want to bring another person into the house, do it. Do it with your chest, though. Don't be sneaky.
Let's get back to the couple updates.
Wow, I've never had anything like that.
Aren't you going on a date?
Was not expecting that.
Let's take a break.
Bro, and I'm really sorry. Don't want to cry. Like, oh.
And their reunion. So it was 3 months after the show.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the NectarHouse Season 2 reunion. This season was an emotional roller coaster. Shoulder kisses, surprise swaps, two men fighting over a grill, an uncomfortable family dinner, heartbreak, the list goes on. But amidst all of the drama, we also saw love blossoming before our very eyes. Today, we're gonna talk to all of the singles to debrief and find out everything that was really going on in the house. And maybe, just maybe, some of those singles aren't quite single anymore. But that's what we're here to find out. Let's get into it and bring everyone on stage.
You got me hypnotized, you make me realize, yeah. Just tell me, baby, who's up by your side? 'Cause every day and night, I'm...
All right. Is that a flannel? Her being head ass gone a fucking flannel? All right. Patience. Hey, bro, Patience be having them things. She be having them things out. Said some last time I was streaming, but she be. Oh, bam! They just there.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you all for being here. Before this season, some of you had been in videos with us before, and for some of you, this was your very first time. But regardless, this was a very unique experience for everyone. And this experience, of course, opens you up to a lot of critique. Were you guys reading the comments?
Every single comment.
You were reading every single comment?
And then I'll
There's like
respond.
thousands.
Everybody that thinks I don't see it, I see everything.
If there's 1,000 comments, there's 500 Janko responses.
Yes.
Oh, you were. That's crazy.
I don't read all the comments, but the ones that I do read, when I'm on my computer, like I'll reply to them all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys were replying to comments?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
People don't think we're real.
Let me ask the girls, have any of you been surprised by the audience's reactions to yourselves or any of the fellow castmates?
I've honestly been surprised about the reactions to Haley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Because that bitch is messy. She messy, bro. She was chaotic way, like, she was, not chaotic. Chaotic is a poor choice of words. She was just very unsure on a lot of things. And just, I don't know if it's because of camera or that's how she operates in real life. But it was like, God damn, bro. Pick something and stick to it. But at every turn, bro, it seemed like she was just constantly just like second guessing. And once she made the decision, you could visibly see on her face as if like she wanted to take that decision back and go a different route. But it is what it is. So we starting off with her. Let's see how this.
Haley, you have received, I would say, a pretty polarizing comment section. How has that been for you?
I was reading the comments the first couple episodes, and then I stopped because they were starting to get pretty negative. Then people were commenting on my personal Instagram, which sucked because, I don't want my mom seeing that,
They found her what? Well, I tell you, bro. If you, hey, look. I don't know if you can get paid for being a bot hater on Instagram, but these niggas be going out they way to make motherfuckers feel bad. That's crazy. Look, I wasn't too fond of how she was moving on the show either, but I'm not about to look up her fucking Instagram and just get to antagonizing her. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts.
Oh, like, I don't want people calling me a bitch and, like, my family members can see it and stuff like that. So that sucked, but just taking time away from social media, I think in this case, ignorance is bliss. Honestly, I know that it was a lot of bad comments because on the bright side, so many people have reached out to me, especially from the cast, of course, which I really appreciate. And although this has sucked, it's also created such a strong community from it. And I know who supports me and who's there for me. So, you know, it sucks. It makes me sad. It makes me.
This is why if you're not built for it, don't read the comments. Don't read the comments. I'll be making YouTube videos. I got a couple motherfuckers that be saying negative like things on like that be making negative comments on my videos. I'll be reading them, but at the same time, I'll be geeked because I'm like, oh shit, they actually watched my video and trying to get their shit off to make me feel some type of way. But look, what's the saying? Bad publicity is good publicity. Like, y'all know what I mean. Like, even if you get like negative reviews, negative responses, the fact that you're still being acknowledged in some sort of fashion. So, especially if you're newly in this space and are like currently on the rise, try to get as many eyes on you as possible. That would help you get more exposure.
I feel bad, but
But I do. I was on her. I ain't gonna lie. I was on her ass too. Read the comments. A lot of people in the comments that we had aligned with what I was thinking, and they made her feel like, I know they must have made her feel like absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Which is good. I mean, I hope she's doing well, of course. This is probably a while ago, but yeah, dog, nigga, you was all over the fucking place.
there's always positives from it.
I would just like to say I feel like a lot of the comments were about her making me leaving the house all about her, and I'll just set the record straight. That was not how it felt to us girls at all. Like, we were talking for 30 minutes, and she had come.
What? I didn't pick that up at all from all the episodes I've seen. It was really about how she was dealing with favorite Mads. That's how that shit was. That's what was getting on my nerves.
And after that, in no way, shape, or form did I feel like me getting voted out, she made it about her, because she didn't. So I'd like to set that straight for all the people in the comments. She did not make it about her. Thank you.
Let's just get into it. Today, we're going to go through some of the highlights from the weekend and give you all a chance to discuss and clear the air if needed. We're also going to hear about what's happened since filming and get status updates from all of our couples who left the house matched up. So let's just get going and start with Madeline and Will.
Cool.
Day 2 was when we introduced our first batch of surprise singles, which saw the addition of Emma and Will in the house. Will, you joined the house and you immediately had your eyes set on Madeline, who had struggled to really find a connection on that first day. You two spent a lot of time together and left the house as a match. So now that we're here, I have to ask, where do you guys stand now? Are you dating?
Madeline and I are on good terms. We are not currently dating. For honesty's sake, I came on a little strong. I had a lot of feelings in the house. It was a pretty intense environment, so emotions were high. And I think I didn't really pump the brakes once we got back to real life. I think that in an environment like that, emotions tend to get high, and that was the first time I've ever been in something of that nature. So I didn't really know what to expect, but Madeline handled herself very maturely. I really appreciate her setting her boundaries and making things clear with me, and I wish her all the best.
Okay. Madeline, is that how you feel it went as well?
Yeah, that's very sweet. I think I could have communicated better. I think you said I handled it well, but I think I would have handled it a little differently and been more clear. I said throughout the house and to Will and to everyone that I am a slow burner, so that's something that I'm working on, not using it as a means to just jump ship right away. But yeah, tensions were high, and we had some miscommunications when we first left the house, but yeah, we are on great terms now, and it's nice to watch it all back and all the little moments and everything.
What were the miscommunications?
I think I was you can watch the tape. I was very interested in Madeline. It was very Madeline.
Oh, this is kind of embarrassing, but I was head over heels. It's this is kind of how you're supposed to feel when you get married to somebody.
But time kind of slows down when you go back to real life, and you can't really facilitate that when we live in different cities and a bunch of different factors. And I think I just wanted to jump in, but it's definitely safe to pump the brakes at times and just sort of gather yourself. And I don't really think that I gave her the space to do that, nor did I give myself the space to do that.
But you guys are on good terms? It's not...
Yes.
That's
yeah.
good.
That's really mature.
Right.
Mature of them.
Sorry, it feels a little tense.
I mean,
we had a bunch of conversations, and it was more tense towards the start, but I think as time passed and as we watch it back, we're ending up on a similar page of what happened. I think we had just different perceptions of everything and of each other, because we just hadn't seen much of each other, and going from seeing each other all day long for 3 days straight to nothing was kind of hard, but we've discussed as the episodes have come out, and now I feel we're in agreement and see it the same way.
Gotcha. So you guys are not in...
I ain't gonna lie, them two, they was just so fucking dry to begin with, and it was just, there were moments on for each episode where it was focused on them, and I didn't really get no funny feeling while watching them. It was just kind of more I can live with it, I can live without it. These motherfuckers ain't making me smile, or there's no emotion getting riled up while watching them interact with each other, especially when they were in those romantic settings. You wasn't really missing out on nothing. The production team could have not focused on them at all whatsoever, and I would have been completely okay with that, because they was just so fucking. To me, they were boring. They were boring as hell.
Match. I just have to ask. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of time since filming, but are either of you seeing anyone?
I do have a confession. I have a girlfriend and a wife and a husband.
You had me going for a second.
Sorry.
I'm sweating.
Jesus. And Madeline, are you seeing?
C for effort. The delivery wasn't there. You didn't let the suspense build up. C for effort.
I'm single. I definitely needed to take a break. I was a little overwhelmed with everything that happened and leaving the house.
What was it that you found overwhelming?
I think it's really easy for me to just put dating aside and not really focus on it at all. So spending 3 days just meeting new people and having deep conversations and being surrounded by people that were doing the same was like a culture shock. I just hadn't done it in a really long time, and it definitely opened up a lot for me and things that I want to work on myself and in dating. But I told Will, and I really do feel like it showed me that I'm capable of it. So I just took time I needed time to like process everything and watch it back as it comes out. Yeah.
Well, I guess I have a question for you, Will, because I mean, hindsight is 2020, and unfortunately it did not work out with Madeline, but we do know that you also had put Tyler's name down on your initial list. If you could go back, is that a relationship that you would have liked to explore more?
Might as well be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, my eyes were set on Madeline for a reason. If Madeline wasn't in the picture, I definitely think Tyler would have, had my attention fully. I also think Deb's very attractive too. But I have zero regrets of the show. I think Tyler's great, and I think Madeline's great. I think you all are great. But if I could do it back again, I would have done it the exact same way.
Such a smooth talker.
So.
Cool. Madeline, not to put you on.
I need a fucking I need a mic stand. I need a mic stand just to have it right here. That'll work. I think I might get that next to upgrade the little setup.
On the spot, but unfortunately you're gonna have to leave the set pretty quickly. Your house is being robbed, is that correct?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yeah, I just got a call.
We don't have to get into all that, but we only have a set amount of time for you to say everything that's on your mind. So before you have to leave, I have to ask, is there anything that you'd like to air out? Anything that you'd like to say before you have to leave?
Wow, that is a lot of pressure. I think watching it back is hard a little bit. I think I've gotten to know everyone. Everyone's so great, and I feel like I wish I opened up a little more. I feel like I was going to bed at 6 p.m. like all the nights in the house, and everyone was staying up bonding and stuff. So I wish I kind of like went into the house a little more open, and I would have done everything the same way too, because I think it taught me a lot. But I also learned that watching myself, I could have had more conversations and been more open with the girls too, because I think we would have ended up where we are now a little faster. But yeah, I'm so grateful to have met all of you, and I wish I was here for the entire time. But I wish you were.
Madeline, we just
Are they about to
received word,
cry?
they're
Oh
upstairs
my
now.
God! Please don't cry. Please don't fucking cry.
Love you guys. Thank you. Have a great reunion.
Oh, you kept the breathing room. You shouldn't have. And by shouldn't have, I mean you should have. So thank you. Being the super cool and awesome NectarHouse host, America's sweetheart, some might say, it's actually a lot harder than it looks. It's kind of like a house of torture that I created, and I can't escape from. But thankfully, I'm able to talk it out and breathe with this season's sponsor, BetterHelp. You've all seen how this season went. The highs, the lows,
I'm gonna cry. Please don't cry. Oh my gosh.
the unexpected twists, the housemate that you have voted out, the meltdowns.
Who the f are you cussing at?
Even if it's
Don't cuss at me.
That's what BetterHelp is here for. To connect you with licensed therapists who can provide support to help you through life's challenges. Getting started is simple. Just fill out a quick questionnaire and you'll be set up with a licensed therapist who can help you and provide you support in as little as a couple of days. And if it's not the right fit, you can switch them out at no extra cost. Trust me, if BetterHelp can handle the NectarHouse energy, they can provide support for all of your life challenges. To get started, just head to betterhelp.com/nectarhouse for 10% off your first month. Time to get back in. Oof. Let's just get into Haley and Favor. Despite some much talked about back and forth with Mads, you two seem to have a clarifying conversation at the end of the weekend. And Haley, you seem to really lock things in with Favor and set up a date to show him how you felt. Favor, you had expressed going on the best first date ever with Haley at the start of the weekend, and you two left the house as a match. Where do you two stand now?
We are on great terms. Haley, like we've all said, is a fantastic person. You ask anyone, cast and crew, she made an effort to get to know all of us. She made an effort to kind of attach her feelings to our own. Like, I remember moments throughout the show where she's literally naming everyone in the crew's name, and it took me...
That's right. Paint a good look. Paint a good look, my dog. Look it. Showing nothing but love, flowers, cause boy, the comments is going to try to crucify her ass. I don't know if they already did. I'm 2 days behind since the video dropped, but oh my god, yeah, paint a pretty picture, man. Paint that pretty picture.
All 4 days to learn everyone here's name, just the cast name, and she really gave a damn. So, starting off with that, we're not together. I think transitioning to real life is definitely difficult. I immediately wasn't in the country right after, and then getting back, we're still just in opposite ends of the country. I think that was just tough. Yeah, but we're definitely on good terms.
I would agree. I would say we continued talking for about a month or so after the show, and that was really nice. But I mean, it's hard to continue a relationship living so far from each other over the phone. I'm happy that we got to spend a day together in San Diego, and that was so lovely. But I think that after that, that was the realization of how much we value quality time. As lovely as that was to have that time together, we knew that we weren't going to get much of that. So it was more so just, let's be realistic and let's conclude it and stay being friends. And I will say that I've loved being your friend so much, because especially through all of the chaos of responses, you have been there for me. And Favor and I talked for like an hour on the phone the other day, and I just value you. But I will say, seeing our little moments together in the house, it makes me feel nice and happy that we got to have that. That was cute.
So it's over though? You guys are, what's going on?
Us being friends is so good. There's no need to complicate it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 0 for 2.
Womp womp.
I gotta ask, and I would appreciate just full honesty, transparency. Give me something. Is there any feelings left? You can still stay friends, but is there a part of you that's like, maybe if I lived in a different place, you know? Is there anything?
I would say no.
I would say
Put your head up, it dog.
maybe a little bit.
There we go. That was sick. Thank you. What do you mean a little bit though?
Jesus.
I really think it's like watching back the show. It just reminds you all over again how you felt when you were in that moment. And I think that that's...
Let's keep it a bean. That long distance relationship, it didn't work out for him. My boy Mads is traveling. Not Mads. Favors. He's out here traveling out and about. Who knows? My boy probably got a little roster. He might got a couple of baddies in the States, couple of baddies out the country. He doing him, and they have a good, and the little time that they spent together, probably developed the actual meaningful friendship. So I don't want to just cut her off. I want to, keep in touch with her. But if we're not gonna make this official, then shit, I'm out here having fun. Fuck it. Can't be mad at that.
Okay to still have some lingering feelings.
Yeah. Favor, what's it like for you rewatching it and hearing yourself say some of those things?
Well, the whole show is kind of like funny because I'm like, do I ever stop talking? But yeah, it's just like crazy just hearing myself say some stuff because you don't realize you're saying it. But I'm like, everything I said during the show, I don't like take back. That's what I felt in that moment. Watching the show back, just understanding myself and how I kind of like show affection towards someone that I like. There's definitely some things in the show I kind of was like not happy with myself for doing, but like that was one of the things that I will always be proud of. Me liking a person and making that known and being intentional and always just kind of not sugarcoating like my emotions. I'll never just like play that down just for the sake of looking cooler or anything else.
The rise of nonchalant is the death of passion.
That was a bar.
I love that. Cause kill
Wasn't that good? Wasn't that good?
Ooh, that was from a fortune cookie.
I saw that somewhere.
Put it in. Wow.
So let's get into it off of that. That's a good point. We have to address the allegations, Django. There have been some allegations towards you of being a nonchalant final boss, I believe is the phrase.
Yeah.
Would you like to set the record straight?
Look, dog,
Maybe with some sunglasses on.
No, I'm not doing it. No, it's gonna get even
You
worse.
can't tell a nonchalant boss what to do.
I just be chilling, bro. I really just be chilling. I'm at peace. That's all it is. It's not like I'm fucking trying to be like, oh yeah. I'm not doing that on purpose. It's not me. I'm just chilling, bro. And then everybody's like, yeah, no, I'm not fun about it. I'm just being me though. That's all it is.
Let's move on to Deb.
Oh, shit.
Deb, it's your time.
OMG.
You decided to leave the house alone, but you did have a connection with Amari very briefly on day 3. Have you guys kept in touch at all after the show?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we text and stuff.
There is talk on my card of a potential double date with Haley and Favor that may or may not have.
Who told
allegedly
him
occurred.
that?
OMG.
Don't worry about that.
Wait, yeah, we never got to do that double date.
Oh, it didn't happen?
No, it didn't happen.
We
didn't plan it.
We
Okay, well,
planned
that's
it
my fault.
when Favor and I were still talking
Yeah.
because Favor and Amari are besties and Deb and I are besties. So we were like, hell yeah.
But we didn't get to do it, so I guess we're just gonna have to go on a date together.
Well, aren't you going on a date?
You're going on a date?
Oh my god. Well, we're hanging out, me and Amari.
Oh, you are?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
He's driving down from San Diego?
Up.
Why they put the camera on Malcolm? Hold on. That's production being shady. Yo, what? Do we... I hope he gets some love this reunion, and yeah, I hope he gets some love and is able to clear his name during this reunion, because the way they sit on him after that one little harmless joke, they paying that nigga like one of Batman villains. How could you? How dare you? He got pressed, and he was like, all right, fuck this. Fuck all y'all.
Favor's driving me up to San Diego, actually.
I'm delivering the package.
She's a
That sounds
Yes.
no. Hold on,
Wow.
hold on.
Am I a parcel?
Wait.
Own it.
Yes, Amazon package.
Yes.
After this airs, they will have gone on a date, and hopefully it goes very well. But let's move on to Marley and Mads. They're calling you the freakiest couple of all time on NectarHouse.
Good.
They should.
What's up? What's going on
in
with
the
you
line
guys?
of sight of this?
How's it been going since you left the house?
We talked a lot after the show. Honestly, we got super close.
We went home
we
together
talked,
right
like,
after the show.
every day, and we FaceTimed a lot, and I went to Miami. we definitely were pursuing for a little bit.
We were.
Yeah.
More so what I was asking, is there any romance still involved?
I think the fuse was coming to an end where it was like,
My nigga, don't ever do that shit again. That was the most ugliest. That was the most... Bro, that was ugly. It's such a cringe way to pull off your fucking shades. Not only the bitches is red, you didn't have no look behind. You didn't look at the camera. You didn't move your head at all. You just... And just kind of keep your head down like... Fuck. I just stabbed myself in the eye. Anyway, y'all get my fucking point. This shit was ugly.
we were really excited to just kind of experience life together for a little bit, ultimately knowing that we're not compatible for like a long-term, like kind of committed, motivated, and
They was fucking. Let's just cut out the middle, man. After the cameras left, they spent some quality time together. They got the fucking. Hey. We here for a good time, not a long time, baby. As long as we both are on the same page about that, there should be no hard feelings.
Intentional relationship. So I think that we both just live in a way where we're like, you know what? Let's not cut this off right away. Let's live some life. Let's have some fun. And then ultimately it was like, all right, we gotta put a halt on this because it's just gonna get hard and sad and
Yeah.
So
I think we both knew that in the long term, our values probably didn't align. Though we love each other and we have a lot of fun together. Like Marley Tipper is amazing.
Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
What values?
I think I'm just a little more conservative than Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, like politically or like
Not
values?
necessarily like political, but just like there were things that Marley said to me that made me think about like, would I want this woman to raise my children? The answer, unfortunately, was no. And yeah.
That's strong words. What was it?
Well, I mean, I'm a little older than everybody, right? I'm Unk.
You're late.
Yeah, for sure.
Aren't you 28?
I'm 29.
Oh, sorry, but it was, you said there were things you guys talked about that you thought weren't aspects of her that you would want in like the mother of your kids.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I just feel like we have different values, and like I feel like we want to.
What's going on here?
I don't know if Marley really even wants kids. Maybe she doesn't really
You guys
know.
body tea.
You know?
I definitely do. I definitely do at some point. Like I definitely want kids, multiple, and so. But I want to be really intentional with how I raise my kids.
Gotcha.
And I feel like we talked about that, and our values are just different, and we would want to raise our kids differently, and so that's a deal breaker for me.
For sure.
But Marley Tipper is amazing, and she's a lot of fun, and she's just down. She's just down to hang, you know?
Okay, I would be a great mom, just saying.
I know.
For the
I'm not saying she
record.
wouldn't be a
You're
great mom.
amazing.
She would just be
Crazy.
a different mom
That's
I want.
How would you want to raise your kids that maybe she disagreed with?
I don't think we need to go into that.
Is that something you feel the same way, or is that something you're comfortable with?
I don't.
That nigga is looking dead into her soul, bitch. Don't you look? We had a fantastic time. Do not spill the tea. Do not get over here. Look, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Get back into PR mode, and just keep the ball rolling. Don't get too caught up in the moment and say some shit that's gonna make me look bad or you look bad or both of us. Save me from yourself. Save you from you. Like it be like that though, which is kind of crazy, bro. You can have so much compatibility with somebody, but at the end of the day, it's just like within you're compatible within that moment. As you begin to, see more within that person, and you start thinking about long-term wise, and that shit doesn't align, that shit is kind of soul crushing. Because as bad as you want it to work out, that person may not be for you. So now you gotta cut ties. Now you looking back on the fine memories that y'all done built together in that short period of time. That shit, it stings, bro. It stings.
I'm like a little caught off guard with that description. I think that was like a small part of our conversation, so I don't really have too much to say about that.
Oh, he hurt her feelings.
But I mean, you are right. I don't know if I want kids at this point in my life, so there is no way to move forward intentionally with that. But yeah.
I didn't realize this, but that nigga got a mean ass Adam's apple. Adam's apple. Wow, fucked it up. Bad. Yeah, Adam's apple. Like somebody put a fucking lug nut in there, just left that bitch dangling. I haven't seen an Adam's apple that fucking thick in a minute. Not to say I'm looking at every nigga's throat that I come across, which sounds fucking insane, but like, I mean, y'all let me know. Do y'all have any friends with some thick Adam apple? What the fuck, bro? Do y'all have any friends with thick Adam's apples? God damn.
For sure. I guess before we move on, is there any ill will at all?
I don't think there's any ill will. No, I value Marley and her friendship, and I hope that we can continue to be friends. And yeah, no, there's no ill will. I love Marley. She's an amazing person, and I know she'll be a great mother.
Thanks for throwing that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be lit for real.
Yeah, she will be.
Yeah, that'd be a really good mom.
100%. An amazing mom.
100%.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god, her feelings. God damn, girl, you have some tougher skin about you, man. You kept it so chill throughout the entire show. This reunion is breaking you down. Like pick yourself back up.
Yeah, bro, those kids wouldn't act up.
No.
Well, we can move on. I think actually it might be time for a break.
You didn't really ask, but it's on my mind, and I feel like people would want to hear it. But I do have a little bit of lingering feelings for Madeline still. We didn't really get asked that, but I just wanted to get it off my chest, and it's easier now that she's not here. So I'm sure you guys wanted that. Yeah, honesty is the best policy.
Hell yeah.
And Marley would be a great mother. Come on now. Fuck that.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
No, we're good. Let's take a break.
Dog. All right. Oh. And once again, the waterworks did come out, bro. They've been killing me this entire fucking. This is my first time ever watching this through and through. The waterworks. I just don't feel like it's that necessary. Maybe they got some little acting gigs on the side. But god damn, all that nigga said was, I don't think I would want her to be the mother of my kids. Obviously, yeah, that make you feel some type of way, but I don't think that's something to fucking cry about. If you should know who you are internally and be like, you know what, fuck that guy. I think I'd be a great fucking parent. But I don't know. I'm not in their shoes. Obviously, I guess they still got some attachment to each other. Their views didn't align, and so they decided to call it quits. Wow, you think she'd be a terrible mother, Mads? Boo! Fuck you! Boo, Mads! You'll be a shitty father. How about that, you son of a bitch?
I'm doing so well right now. Mads, I'm not gonna lie right there.
What is Will doing? Hey, you got Xander.
So like I understand where it's coming from because we didn't speak about it, but it's just like it came out in such a way where I'm like, bro, it's gonna read so crazy. Like you're just making me sound like a whore.
But then he follows it up with, oh, but you're super fun. We love going
Like
to
you're
the club.
down. Like it just makes me sound like such not the person that I am. So, yeah.
Yo, I hate.
Yes, it did come off a little rude. I'm not going to deny that. It did come off a little rude, bro. But hey, shout out to Doug, shout out to production crew, bro. They're trying their best to stir the pot. and it's making the tensions rise. And they got their first clip. Mads called Madeline a whore. Oh, look, he was trying his best to not break the eggs, like not to break the eggshells. My man said, "We had a great time. I value her, but no, I don't see myself starting a family with her. No, but I definitely do have a great time with her." Oh, you see, you think I'm? You know what? Let me stop.
I was in between you for that. As I'm not gonna lie, but you straight up say like you're not a good mom.
No, I mean that's not what I meant.
Oh my god.
I know.
We do that's just the honest truth.
Hey, you know that look.
Bro.
So how are you doing? Something you said. I'm okay. But I'm just ready for you. So guys, it's like, what is going on?
And that's gonna make anyone feel bad.
Like, bro, and I really said I don't want to fucking cry. Like,
You're valid in all of your feelings, so
no, I don't want to. I just don't. I don't think that it was necessary to like bring up.
Mother, I mean, he's not.
No, she's probably bawling back there. She's probably crying right now.
Yeah, because you said some stupid shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm like, there's a lot of lights. I'm nervous. Like, there's.
I don't feel like it was malicious, and that like makes me sad. Maybe it was, and I just am naive. So I just feel really sad.
I think it needs to be like, I am so sorry. I was completely in the wrong.
But you gotta understand, this is him coming back to his truth.
Yeah.
He needs to stand on what he actually is like.
I mean, honestly, the comments, they're gonna just like praise her.
Yeah, but like, okay, what do you care more about right now? The comments or Marley? That's the question.
Oh, well, thanks for supporting, girl.
what the heck? Think about it, and
We're gonna bring you back on stage. Cool. Sorry. No, you're good. Let's do it. Let's do it.
My girl Tyler just chilling. She was like, "I look, I came last minute, but I'm here for the bullshit. I'm just looking my best while coasting along for the ride." Who brought the Tropicana? They were set up pretty nicely with the snacks and the drinks. Goddamn, I'm a little jealous.
I say you start off with this little bit.
Just keep it calm. Like I said, bro.
Just
Just be like, hey, by the way, I didn't mean. I didn't mean for it to come off that you were about to.
All right, so we're back from a quick break. I gotta ask, it's a bit tenser than before. How is everyone feeling?
Okay. I'd say not good. I'd say that like one of the hard things about doing a show like this is that there is a lot of humor that gets mixed in with very serious topics. And I think that a lot of, what Mads was talking about maybe came off as condescending and, rude to Marley, and I think it does need to be discussed further.
I guess off that, I'll open the floor to Marley.
I could write a novel of good things to say about Mads. I have so much care for you, and I cherish you, truly. With that being said, you are careless. You are a careless man. You are careless with feelings. You are careless with actions. You are careless with your own feelings. And I really hope that you can look at yourself in that way to be a better person moving forward. Because
you shitty man. How dare you hurt her feelings by being honest with yourself, even though this game came off as being a complete dick. God, you are so awful. Bro, oh my God, bro. Obviously, he didn't have to say that, but with the cameras and just the lights and the cameras all up on you and just trying to be as smooth as possible while being a little personal, it came off a certain way. It came off unfortunately, and if I'm being completely honest, bro, I still don't think her crying was that deep. I don't think what he said was that fucking necessary for you to just start shedding fucking tears and, oh my God, You think I'd be a terrible mom? Like, bro, she could have played it off. She could have held it. She could have held it in. Once they were done with the reunion, met up with Mads, and had that personal one-on-one. Got her shit off. Maybe probably cried then, but then at the same time, just like communicate with him personally. Like, hey, what you said back there really fucking hurt my feelings, and I don't know if you want this friendship or this situationship to continue, but I need you to be a little bit more thoughtful about what you say and what you do. Cause now look, he getting the Malcolm treatment. Public enemy numero uno. Everybody put the finger up and say, fuck you, Mads. Fuck you, Mads. Yeah.
I'm really disappointed in the way that you spoke to me. That was a 1% kind of point of a conversation that we had. And I think the way that you framed it just kind of put a lot of pressure on me that I don't appreciate that, because I know that you know that I would be a great mother. I don't even think too like strongly about kids. Like, it's not really in my like peripheral. So I think that's kind of where you were coming from. And I know that, but the way that it read to a group full of people that I don't even know, to be followed with, but she's down. She's a down girl.
Okay.
Bro,
yeah.
like.
You kind of agree. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of it's only irritating because she did kind of agree with what he was saying. I want kids. He said, "I want kids." We've had discussions about having kids and starting a fucking family, and our ideals did not align. But she's still a person that you still have a great time. We still had a great time with each other. She's down to have a good time. But I think the way our lives are projected to go are on two separate paths. Like, we met on the same path, but then they slowly began to separate. And I mean, she even said, "Yeah, he's kind of right. I'm not really looking to have kids anytime soon." So my boy is getting up there. He's about to hit the big 3-0. So I don't know if he's getting to the point where it's time to settle down, have my wife and kids, that bullshit. So, like I said, bro, I just making a spectacle out from nothing. And what he said was completely just it wasn't that bad, in my opinion. Y'all may disagree, but I don't think it's that something to fucking to ball your eyes over and have the troops rally behind you to defend your fucking honor like he done shattered that bitch.
Let's reassess.
We need to reassess. Yes, that was when I said that you were down. That's not that came off.
I'm
really
not even
bad.
a partier. Like.
I know you're not. I just mean like you're down to go on adventures and stuff and like have fun and like you're just great. Yeah. You're fun. You're like I could see you as being like one of my best friends. Like you, Marley,
I know.
We can be best friends.
I know. And we've had this conversation, so I don't feel like we have to keep talking about it here. But I did want to just.
I apologize.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
I apologize for that.
Thank you.
For that, the way I framed that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad. Okay.
I mean, well, we all kind of just obviously had this talk right now. Everybody, both sides, I'm getting right. He was just trying to.
Oh no, I know exactly what's going on in his brain. The only thing is that everyone else doesn't.
Right. Yes, exactly.
So like, it's just like that just kind of caught me off guard.
Or that it looks is bad.
I know what the gear.
No, the fuck is they're making the situation worse. You could just let the audience interpret what both of y'all meant. We kind of already know what it means. She's down, you're down. We can have a great friendship or a great situationship, but we don't see a future with each other. That's it. I don't see myself starting a family with her. She don't see you starting a family with her. Like, come on now. Oh my God, bro. They just reaching for some bullshit to like make drama over.
Gears are doing in there, but
I don't even know what the gears are doing in here a lot of the times, and you know.
But then again, it could also be that the cameras are rolling, and so anxiety, getting flustered, and trying to formulate your thoughts while on the spot. It's like, oh shit, I like puppies. What the fuck? Like some shit like that.
Know that. You know that.
oh, I do. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there.
So Mads, I guess could you elaborate more like what you were trying to say?
About what?
About the whole mother conversation. Like what you were trying to say.
Marley, I hate seeing Marley cry. I don't want to see her sad. I don't want to see her cry. I know that Marley will be an amazing mother because she's caring and she's kind and she's sweet because she's cared for me. The last day that we were in Miami, I got really sick. But the whole time she was there and she was like holding me and like caring for me and like worried about me, and like she has been continuously worried about me and caring for me because I've been not taking care of myself the last month. I've been having a lot of fun, a little too much fun, since my birthday. So yeah, Marley's a caring, kind, loving individual. Look, she tried to give me the tiger balm, and I was too busy fiddle around with Haley. Although, Haley's amazing. Sorry.
Sorry, real quick. What is?
I like that. I like to say that. That's my favorite word.
Never heard that before.
Really?
Is that just like
a B-tier word?
My father coined that one. Anyway, all right. Seriousness. Marley.
Hey, look, I don't know if I would be better I don't know if I would do any better in that situation that he's currently in. Cause nigga, what the fuck? Buddy, keep it short and short and simple, to the point. Don't prolong it. Cause now the tension is rising. Now we just giving off that irritation smile? It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I gotta look good for the camera, but you're starting to piss me off. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, at this point, my nigga's just word salad, just saying anything that comes to mind, and hopefully it sounds good. But it's not. It sounds awful. It just sounds awful.
Marley Tipper. Sweet, kind, talented.
Let's wrap it up.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Like I
don't
keep
have much
talking.
storage on the cameras, so just
real quick. Is there anything else that you wanted to say before we move on?
No.
Well, cool. Let's get to the weekend, starting on day one. One of the most talked about moments of the season was between Haley and Mads. Haley and Mads, what was your reaction to the audience's response to that moment?
That's so greasy, nigga. After all that just transpired, now we're transitioning to him dealing with Haley and their little cuddle session. Mads, please, bro, please, I would just shut the fuck up.
Did you guys realize that was on camera? And how did it feel reliving that experience?
I kind of knew that was going to be on camera, but that was the first night, right? We were just still all getting to know each other. We were just hanging out, talking, and honestly, God kind of nerfed me like a week before we all came out there. Like, I messed up my back. I don't know, I tweaked something, and my back was all messed up, and so I was in a lot of pain for pretty much the entire shoot. Like, I feel like watching it back, I was not my full self. Like, I'm usually a lot more talkative and outgoing and like very active, but like this whole weekend, like my back was like, seriously hurting. So yeah, like, you know, I probably mentioned my back was hurting. She rubbed my back. We went and I literally just wanted to like lay down and like chat, and we ended up cuddling, and you know, I just didn't really think like, okay, whatever, it's the first night, like is it that big of a deal if I try to get to know Haley? Like, she was smiling at me the whole time that we were sitting out there. Yeah, I don't like regret that or like feel bad or like, I don't think people need to be like being mean to Haley because
I didn't hear him talk that much while they were at the house, but hearing him just ramble on and on now, it's starting to irritate me because word salad connoisseur, bro. Like, just keep it, wrap it up, wrap it the fuck up. Everybody around you is like, dog, shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Just get your point across and shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. This nigga Mad's just fumbling so hard.
Because we wanted to like lay out there and cut.
And let me be clear. I don't know if I was in his position. I don't know if I would have done any better. Let me just clarify. Let me just get that out of the way. Because I know motherfuckers probably in the chat or probably in the comments talking about, while you making fun of it, do you think you could be in his shoes? Do you think you could have did what he did? My guy, I don't fucking know. But I can guarantee you one thing. If I'm bombing that hard, quick and easy to the point, let's move on to the next person. I ain't about to keep making myself look goofy as hell.
Cuddle and like maybe explore like how we were feeling, but at the end of the day, I knew that Favor really liked her, and I knew that she had her eye on Favor, and honestly, like after my first conversation with Marley, like that was kind of it. Like it was like locked in. Like,
Haley, how was that for you?
So that was day one. That was hours after my date with Favor. You know, everyone has their own intentions or way about that they want to go into a dating show, and mine was getting to know everyone, and if I was interested in someone from the beginning, then
I just opened up a chat. What y'all say? What you say, champ? Look, I seen the clips of the Jake Paul and I forgot the big dude name fight. Yeah, Jake Paul got his shit fucked up. And as for Walt, yeah, I make sure every time before I start the stream, everything's set in place so I won't stream for 2 hours straight on a black screen. Like, no. You learn from your mistakes. If you don't, you'll never improve. Because I did get some clips. Don't get me wrong. I did get some clips out of that stream, but I think I only got like 2 or 3 at the max. So that just, which I'm kind of shitty about, because the videos I watching, I could have had way more clips, but it just didn't work out like that. So.
I wanted to explore that. I also have no regrets doing that, but I also understand how it could have made Favor and Marley feel after the fact, of course. Marley and I talk all the time, but one really good thing that she said was, we know each other now so differently than we did in the house, especially day one. As far as the cameras go, I wasn't completely positive where the cameras were and when they were running. I even remember earlier in the day, someone said that it was lunchtime, and I said to Xander, I was like, oh sweet, like cameras off, like we finally get a break, and they're like, no, like they're continually rolling. But, you know, I decided to cuddle with Mads. It happened, and I'm also glad that it was on camera because it shows context to, you know, I was interested in you. We cuddled, had a little crush on you after that. My feelings were a little bit hurt when you didn't really speak to me. And then I'm happy that we had a conversation to clear it up, so.
And I mean, that is the point of the show is we're there for a weekend, we're exploring connections.
Yeah.
If we all just immediately locked in on someone, then there's really, what is the show?
I also want to add that I feel like a lot of the responses to what happened disregarded my feelings for favor, especially with how they developed all the way till the end. I love our journey in the house, and I think that our progression was perfect in my eyes, and I wouldn't not want to end up with you.
Let's go on to day 2. Relationships seem to really start to lock in on day 2. There seemed to be this back and forth between locking in and wanting to explore other people. How did that affect how you guys went into, your relationships?
That's kind of like my whole situation, at least. Like, everybody was kind of just, right? And don't get me wrong, like, there's moments where I would kind of throw hints at certain people, or maybe even try to, like, explore everyone, right? And then all of a sudden, I hear from a person or whoever, like, oh, I want this person, or I want to talk to that person. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let me try and maneuver differently, you know what I mean? So I think, I don't know, I'm big on communication. I think this is another reason why it always comes back to this whole like, oh, he wasn't doing shit. He was just kind of sitting there and letting things happen. It's more of like if I kind of knew a little bit better, or maybe if I also did just apply a little bit more pressure on certain situations, then it could have definitely changed up the whole, I guess, structure of the house, right?
I will say, in my situation with Deb at the time, I was very caught up in that, and like that to me, that was like, it was kind of tunnel vision because I didn't really have any reason to think otherwise until there was, and that's when there was like shaky stuff, and then other situations, like I got that reassurance, like, okay, no, this is like gonna work because this happened. And then like it was that whole back and forth where nothing was like actually like solidified as much as I was like hoping that it would be clear. It just wasn't clear. And if I were to have a conversation with Django back then too, and Django was like, oh, I was like hoping to like maybe talk to Deb, I'd have been like, hell yeah. Like I personally, like I don't know exactly where our head's at right now, so it's free game, and especially since this is like 4 days. And at that point is day 2. I was unfortunately not able to talk to as many of the girls that I would like to have talked to during that weekend. Unfortunately, I do think that there was a situation that caused like a rift, so I kind of just didn't try after a certain point. But, I do wish that I went out of my way more to express how open.
Yeah. Shout out to that man. I hope he's doing well. Free that man. They did not. He locked in with Deb. That went south, and he just got excluded like a motherfucker for no reason whatsoever, bro. So, yeah, at that point, I'm kind of sided with him because he didn't really get a chance to play the field after that whole little voting fiasco, and yeah, like everybody just like wanted to point him out as like the fucking bad guy, and it's like, dog, all right, I see how this is about to go. We all about to follow the leader on who to make fun of. So we on camera still. I'm gonna keep it P, but in the back of my mind, it's really fuck y'all. Fuck y'all until it's time to go, because I'm chilling now.
I am to, a situation with anybody else as well.
Had that opportunity presented itself more, was there another girl that you would have liked to at least explore things with?
Anybody, like everybody. I feel like for me, like Madeline and I, like we had great conversations with like, just talking about health and smoothies and all that stuff. I think that just gave me like a good gut feeling that I usually listen to strictly like my gut. So I should have went more on that as well. I haven't gotten it. I was not going to be Patience, because Patience and my boy, like they were too tight. I was like, come on. I'm not going to touch that. And also they had them roaming. It was like, bro, if somebody votes off Patience, you'll see a real dramatic, like you see a real reality show. And I was like, whoa, like this guy.
I remember him saying,
I was like, this guy.
If anybody votes off Patience, you'll see a real survivor.
Real survivor. I was like, whoa, like that's my dog, that's my boy.
All right, buddy.
So I was like, hell yeah, that's definitely like a nigga and all that.
Deb, if you could put yourself back in the mindset that you were in that moment, was there anyone else in the house that you would have liked to explore things with?
I would say all of them. Oh, seriously, because I think on the first day, we were like really close and stuff. And then, by the end of it, because we
had been spending so much time together. I hadn't really been talking to anybody else until, I guess, after I had that conversation with you. And by then it kind of felt really late, but I still wish that I put myself out there more and had like individual conversations with all of you, because I think I maybe talked to all of you for a little bit, but I never really sat down with all of you to like actually get to know you guys. So.
I guess I'll open the floor to everyone. Was there another person that you maybe didn't match up with that you would have liked to explore things with?
I didn't know I was on Marley's list for the first day. That was one thing too. I saw Marley and I was like, whoa, she's gorgeous. And then apparently I was on her list as like number 2. Looking back at it, I was like, oh, fuck, like, damn, I just like kind of rolled it out to begin with, and then nothing really came from it. But obviously it's whatever. Yeah, and Madeline. And also Haley too. I really, like, I called you gorgeous throughout that entire weekend. I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was just that.
All right, well, let's head on to day 3. This was when things really took a dramatic turn with the introduction of some surprise new singles. We found out later in this episode how exactly everyone voted, which I have the receipts for here. Let's just go through them. Django said yes.
Yeah.
And then he said, swap Emma for Tyler. Xander said no. On revote said, no. Can I reframe? Then Nectar said, LOL, no. Then Xander said, damn, I'll say Marley, since I know the guys won't send her home, and that way, whoever they're trying to send home will go home. I like this group, and I don't want it to change. Favor said yes, Tyler for Emma, and then he said Tyler for Emma again. Will said no, and then he sent a picture of an eagle?
I thought it was a pigeon.
Then you said, keep Tyler, kick Deb.
Ooh.
Mad said yes, swap Tyler for Emma, and then swap Tyler for Emma.
They are so
Malcolm
messy.
initially sent what appears to be a meme of Will Smith saying nah. Then on revote said, F it, never let him know your next move. Yes, black hair and Haley.
Tyler.
Ladies, you obviously did not know how everyone voted on the day, so were there any surprises seeing the results when the episodes came out?
Yeah. When we were in the pool and the singles came in, Django and Favor were like, we're keeping OGs. So we were under the impression that they were keeping the OGs. If you want to bring another person into the house, do it. Do it with your chest, though. Don't be sneaky. That's all I have to say.
Nah, she right for real. Yeah, we should have communicated it after. It was literally like 5 minutes before we went out there. Honestly, if I was to not speak for anybody else that voted yes, but if we were to re-vote again, I wouldn't do the same thing. I think if anything, it was due to the boys just being like not as emotionally intelligent as the girls were. They were pretty sure about us, and they didn't deserve for us to just kind of switch up on them. I think if we were all a little bit more secure, we would have voted differently. But yeah, I think we should have definitely, at the very least, communicated that we were gonna vote somebody out when we knew, and not like kind of snaked them at the end.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I was like, okay, you guys want to vote in Tyler? I was like, we can do that. What I was thinking in my head was like, man, like, Emma did just come in, but I don't even know who Emma is, to be honest. That was just, because we did hang out in the pool a little bit, but you're kicking it with Deb. I was like, okay, like, that's cool, but I had no, like, I didn't even find out you were a believer, for example, until after. Stuff like that. That could have changed my whole, like, real opinion on a lot of things in a way. We just voted. We were like, okay, yeah, well, we'll bring in Tyler. And then I was like, I'm not going to go against the majority of the vote, and then boom, bang, right?
So I just want to be clear, saying if you knew that I was a believer and a Christian, that would have kept me in the house.
I'm not
Can I
saying
ask?
that. I'm saying, like,
okay.
I just literally didn't know you at all.
Did you try?
Right? That was an example. Yeah, we had a little bit of moments where we were trying to talk a little bit. But again, it wasn't, like, deep enough to where I didn't know. So I was just like, okay, yeah, I can agree with voting.
Hey, it's just, this is only, it's funny because nuts keep just like edging them to like really get their shit off. Say what you mean. Like, you was there for 4 days. Like, if you was moving grimy, let it be known. Speak your truth, essentially. And the whole time, the dudes are just trying to tread, bro. They are trying their best to tread as lightly as possible, and the girls are just waiting. They are waiting for them to like slip up at any moment, just to cut them down. Oh, so this is how you really felt. Oh, this is what you really meant. Oh, you a piece of shit. And now they gotta sit back like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. That's not what I meant. Oh, really, huh? So all that time you didn't give a fuck about how you spent it? No, listen to me. Like they can't win, bro. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like, but it's a TV show, so you gotta give the people what they want, man. You gotta feed into it. Fuck it. If I'm gonna be the villain anyway, shit, I might as well go with a fucking bang. What? Yeah, I switched you out. I don't give a fuck. I was into you anyway.
Tyler in. Again, when I say OG cast too, I'm talking about like our first day people. I was like, if anyone was gonna get swapped, because this is what we talked about.
But you said that, and Emma was part of the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Again, what I'm trying to get at is I didn't know her more than I knew y'all, for example, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna just stick to you guys for sure.
Will, can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
You voted to kick Deb.
Mm-hmm.
What led into that decision?
Deb fans, please take your hands off the keyboard. I
know how they can be.
Holy fuck.
No,
I know how they can be.
I genuinely, I'm sorry, Dad. It was one of those situations like Malcolm and Haley where it seemed like the consensus was Emma, and I had a lot of loyalty towards Emma. And once it dawned on me that we were gonna swap someone out, I couldn't handle putting your name down.
So you chose her best friend.
You know, there's a little bit.
No, I was just trying to burn a vote, but it was like I was just trying to throw away because no one would be stupid enough to vote for Deb. So
except you.
And I had.
I would do the same thing if I was if it was flopped. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't put your name down. I would put one of your name down for sure.
Yeah. I will say at the beginning of all of that, I was out of the way and I was not a part of the conversation where it was like, oh, we're gonna vote this person out and keep this person or whatever, all of that. So when it did tie, obviously I put down no because I was like, I love the energy that was in the house already. And I wasn't aware that there was already a plan set for voting somebody out, for putting somebody in.
Yeah, Malcolm and Xander had nothing to do with none.
But
especially Xander.
Yeah, but that said, I was very shocked. And I know like a lot of my expressions on the show too, it might seem like I'm doing a lot of things intentionally. I'm just genuinely like happy to be here. I feel like that's the type of person that I naturally am. So it's like when huge theatrics come out and like surprises are made, I'm like somebody that's just like, whoa, because like I've never experienced that before. If there's 3 guys out of 6 of us that are saying we want somebody to come in, I'm assuming, I'm not a part of this conversation, I'm assuming that they have a plan already. So after I said no, and then it came down to it where it's like a tiebreaker, in my head, yeah, I said the whole like never let them know your next move situation. That was just me like being a little theatrical with it too, just because I was shocked as well. But that said, I was like, okay, who's like obviously not going to be leaving? So I'm like, obviously like Haley's not gonna be voted out and all that. So I used my vote after that, just because I was like, I'm not gonna hold these guys back from doing what they want. So that was kind of my whole situation. I know I was very, very stupid for, I guess, coming at you the way I did. I'm so sorry about that again, but I really hope that you understand that I was trying to be genuine when I did come at you with that information.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to vote for me, vote for me. If you want to tell me about it because you don't want to seem fake for not saying it to me, that's fine. But it became like too much. But then that's not to say that I'm not at fault either for continuing that initial conversation and asking questions and dissecting it. Instead, I went immediately to the girls and then to Favor. But you did apologize at dinner, and at that moment, I wasn't ready to hear an apology because we haven't dissected it yet. At the same time, I did react with more anger than I think I needed to. I don't think you're weird, but the great thing about this cast is that things that have happened have been resolved, whether on camera or off of camera.
Yeah, clean that shit up, cause they crew, bro. I mean this shit, bro. I mean, look, if you seen the stream, go look at this. What, season 2 of the NectarHouse, bro? That little voting scene. They made that, bro. They tried to crucify that boy Malcolm for no reason whatsoever. Obviously, like he said, there was a game plan. Hey, we gonna swap one of the girls out. We ain't really fucking with her like that. Let's get a new chick in. Maybe she's more welcoming, and we probably gonna be fucking with her more. He wasn't a part of it. Just pick. He did a random vote. He did a random vote told the girl that he put down, hey, I just put you down as random. And she took it further than what it needed to be. Like, what? How could you put my name down? How dare you? I'm gonna go tell the girls that you put my name down and try to get me kicked off, even though there was a small percentage that was going to happen anyway. Damn near impossible. It wasn't gonna happen because, like I said, it was up to the new girls that came onto the show. They weren't the OGs. It was Patience, Haley, Deb, Madeline, and Marley. Tyler and Emma were the new faces, and so yeah. They ain't gonna kick the OGs out, so we just gonna bring in somebody new. But they try to kill that dude, bro, over something so insignificant. It was not that deep. But hey, look, you get caught up in the moment, and your true feelings show, and they killed her for it. Ugh, I know that hurt her. I thought y'all would be on my side, bitch. No, you're crazy. Oh, well, now I gotta do some self-reflecting.
Camera, and I would like to say that we're a pretty tight-knit group.
And I'd want to say, too, thank you for apologizing. I don't want to just beat a dead horse because we've already worked it out. But I do have to say my side just because.
For sure.
There is a question that I want to read that was submitted by the viewers at home. Do any of the girls regret not swapping out one of the boys? And if so, which boy?
I don't want to speak for every girl, but maybe we're all on the same page. I think that was our biggest regret, is being so loyal to them.
Yeah.
Knowing that they just weren't on the same page as us. I don't know who they would have swapped. I wasn't in the house at that time, but we would have swapped if we went second, I'm sure.
I don't know how the extent of what the conversations were with you guys.
We didn't talk before the voting at all.
Gotcha.
No, we didn't. And I think because the guys all said, let's keep it the same. We're not going to vote. We're not going to change anything. I think we based our
manipulation. Them niggas, hey, look, they went to the girls. It was whispering nothing but sweet bullshit in their ear, and they fell for it. Like, yeah, girl, what? We fuck with y'all so heavy, bro. We ain't switching none of y'all. As soon as them doors closed, hey, bro, one of them bitches about to go, nigga. What? We not even fucking with them in the first place. Swap out the old in with the new. Like, the fuck they thought this was, nigga. Let's get a little chaos ensuing.
Our decision off of theirs, and they said, oh, well, the guys aren't changing anything. They really want to keep things the same. So we said, okay, there's no need for conversation. We'll follow suit and we'll keep things the same. But if I could go back, I would have wanted Amari.
Tyler, obviously you were the person that the boys chose to enter the house. Hearing all this conversation now, what is that like for you?
Hearing everyone's side and what happened behind the scenes kind of is a little more insightful.
You just not realizing it?
I had a conversation with Will.
Oh, is she really in her Miss Wednesday bag with just the hair and the makeup? I'm getting a lot of Miss Wednesday energy from her. And I know that's probably tacky to say, but I didn't really pay attention to how she was dressed at first, but now that I see her now that the camera's on her, it's like, oh shit. The Addams Family. She's still cute though, but it's just, that's the energy I'm picking up. Everybody else is kind of I guess you would say kind of on some model shit, or just on some casual shit, but maybe that's her bag. So
Right after, because I checked in on him, I could tell how hard he took the voting. So he's the only person I really checked in afterwards. I talked a little bit to Favor, where he said we had a really good chat with everyone all together, and that kind of was what solidified it. But honestly, in the moment, I felt like I was just voted in as eye candy. I felt like everyone kind of just had me there, and no one ever really got to know me. Malcolm's the only one who actually pulled me for a separate chat, and Django and I talked, but it was we've already talked before. So it was just us kind of catching up and checking in. Everyone's super nice and awesome, no bad blood. It was very uncomfortable. I also felt like it was unfair to Emma, who was actually building friendships in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all good.
But just as a viewer watching it back, because I was out of the way for a lot of it. One of the conversations that seemed to go like pretty well was your talk with Mads.
Yeah, I think we had stuff in common, but it was more superficial. I think if we were gonna actually get into the nitty-gritty past a 30-minute conversation, I probably would have more in common with Marley than I would with Mads, honestly.
After that conversation, was there any communication with you guys?
No, we didn't. I saw that they had a connection, and I respected that.
But the confusing thing is that, at least just from watching the episode, it seemed like the reason why you guys voted Tyler in was for Mads, because they had...
Oh, shit. My fault, my fault.
a good conversation, but then like you guys didn't talk after
Yeah.
you got voted in.
That's where it
so
was
I can
confusing
understand
also
why you
for
would
me,
feel
too.
like you got voted in really just to be looked at because you were on some people's list.
Yeah.
Why did you not make an effort, I guess, to get to know her, or what went on there?
I mean, we had a good initial conversation, but I think that I had already just built up so much rapport with Marley that I felt like maybe even though we had a good conversation, she
looked up after that whole "you're terrible mom" situation. She just looked like a fucking mess. Like her hair over the place. You see the bags in her eyes. Like she damn near shitty. Like, ugh, you fucking scumbag.
may still like have more conversations to have with Django or Will or somebody else in the house that didn't have like such an established connection that like Marley and I did.
Like from your perspective, it was less about your guys' connection and more about the potential for other guys as well?
Yes.
I guess in hindsight, do any of you, from a potential romantic point of view, wish that you had maybe made more of an effort to talk to Tyler?
I'm being honest, I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. I know a reason why I was also kind of wary about like talking to you one-on-one outside that. I felt like the tensions were like who wanted Tyler, and if anybody would have talked to you one-on-one, it would have been like it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we should have had just more balls to just talk to you one-on-one and be like, hey, like you're a new person in the house. And Haley was very good about this because she was the one that even pulled you like across for our conversation, whereas me, you, and Haley. And me personally, I kind of like distanced myself from that just to not seem like that I was the one that was like, oh, I want to talk to Tyler.
I totally get that. I feel like also like it was just an uncomfortable setting, awkward timing.
Yeah.
If someone just left, random person came in. Literally, Django is like the only person who knew me. So at the end of the day, I felt like the people whose list I was on didn't actually want to talk to me. So I was like, why was I even there?
Right.
Well, let's move on to the night of the dinner.
I know I kind of communicated this while we were in the house, but not like genuinely, especially watching it back. I think, again, I can't speak for anybody else but myself, but we definitely let the emotions and the intensity and the thing of the house make that experience a lot bigger than it was, because I kind of heard it and immediately went to go talk to you. I probably should have, if at all, talked to you. Like there's times where we could have done that behind camera and got some insight. But yeah, definitely think that, especially watching it back, it's blown out of proportion. You didn't do.
Hell yeah, nigga. Wait, you went to go defend your girl over some bullshit, nigga. You try to be Superman without the fucking cape. Us like aligning with them to to fucking make him look like the fucking bad guy over something completely trivial. That was corny.
Anything that crazy or worth, again, anything said in the comments. But yeah, I just want to say that personally, that if to do it again, I wouldn't have done it like that.
Appreciate you for that. Also, as much as, it was kind of a lot that was like thrown at me, it was a lot that I threw at him as well. There's a certain limit to a lot of people where it's like, if you're getting pressed, like there's gonna be like a certain tolerance that gets there, but also I'm one person that like really prides myself on the fact that I actively work on communicating my feelings. I try to, at least. Deb, that's also a huge thing with me and you. I wasn't as much of a listener as I should have been, and coming back from this experience, the number one thing that I learned is to make sure I make that a priority moving forward with anybody that I talk to. And I know that there's a lot of like moments between you and I that came off as like, oh, like I was being like either like, insecure or like not listening or like huge ego and all of that. In my head at the time, I would say it kind of all came from the fact that we were so uncertain. We're up or down, like where are we? And that's where I started having my communication not be so well with you. Just because in my head I'm like, oh, this is gonna be another situation to where yada, yada, yada. And I honestly didn't give you as much space as I should have given you in order for you to establish how you truly felt too, because you voiced to me how vulnerable you were being and how much of a new experience this is for you as well. And I should have gave you more space to do just that.
But it was also on me too, because it was new. That could have been an opportunity for me to voice it earlier. And it could have been as easy as me saying like, hey, like I just want more space. But for me, that was like a big thing, because this talking to like guys and like these type of scenarios were so new for me. So it took a lot for me to get there, but I think we both had some things we could have worked on. But thank you, appreciate it.
How have you guys dealt with the ups and downs as things have been unfolding? Have any of you talked to a therapist through BetterHelp since filming?
Yeah, I have. When immediately after like leaving the show, it was good to kind of like have someone to like kind of recap the moments of the show, kind of put out my emotions. Environment to be really helped me kind of so still talk. General is kind of to meet.
I will just say that was really sweet with everyone. Let's get back to the couple updates. Patience and Xander, let's talk about you guys. You two became a real fan favorite, and we're both pretty locked in from day one. I know you had concerns about making long distance work. Let's just get into it. How are things looking now?
No way.
Yes. Just kidding. I switched it from my other hand.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I just felt like playing a bit. You can go first.
Sure, yeah. Well, I mean, I think one of the most beautiful things about our relationship on the show was our differences, and I think that was something that was really refreshing for me, especially. Well, I think that we got very unlucky right after the show in trying things out for real, and a lot of our maybe incompatible differences did show early on.
Jumped out.
And so it was tough, especially then having to leave. And the distance, then having that be the last interaction that we had, and the things that set. I
had a little inkling feeling like they wasn't gonna work out. It just looked so good for the camera that the fans just ate that shit up. Oh my god, they look so perfect for each other. Oh my god, they look so amazing. I wish they was giving off them vibes like that you would see off of an actual a romance TV show or a romance movie. Like, oh, I wish that was me in real life. Whole time, once they separate, they going about their own thing. So I kind of had a feeling. I mean, he was more patient with it because she was eccentric as fuck. She was. There was a scene where she was talking with the girls. And how she was crushing over Xander hard, and she just started tweaking out. And they was looking at her like, all right, bitch, slow your road. We get it. You like him. You don't need to turn into the Tasmanian devil over this nigga. Like, relax. But, yeah, I just, he seemed more docile, and he probably, I think that's kind of where he might need a girl that's damn near on the same type of time as him. Like, she could probably have a little bit more energy than me, but we're both pretty chill people and that likes to do relaxing things.
Do you think, as much as we deeply respect and treasure each other, and that there are so many great differences that work well, there are some that I think long term wouldn't, and so that's kind of
exactly what Maz was trying to fucking say. He just fucked it up completely. Shout out to Xander.
Where we left it. Although we're still great together. We drove here together. It was fantastic. Yeah, still on great terms.
Wait, so are you still together?
No. But as people, we still.
You are around each other occasionally.
Care for each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that kind of
gently blankets the situation. I think I still hold you in a very high regard. I don't have a single negative thing to say about you. I do definitely kind of feel weird watching the show back, just being like, wow, I've never had anything like that, and I'm so grateful for like what we got to have, and we still talk, not often, not in like a romantic way, but yeah, I feel like we're on pretty good terms, and just super grateful for this guy.
Was this a mutual decision?
I'd say mutual.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Sorry. He's very stable. He kind of has things a little bit more figured out than I do, and also he's just all over the world. The world is his home, and it's very admirable, to be honest. He's unlike anybody I've ever met. I'm pretty grounded in Los Angeles right now. And yeah, I mean, he makes a good point. I think our differences did really come out in a negative way pretty early on.
I guess, because that's something I don't feel just as a viewer that I really picked up on. What were these differences?
It's just lifestyle things. Like I think some of the things that we like to do activities-wise outside of the house, habits, those kinds of things are just
Yeah,
a
no
little
shit.
different, I
You
think.
could, I mean, can't you tell? Like, obviously, you know, the chemistry was flowing while on the show, but like, I don't know. It just seemed kind of obvious, did it not? I would think so. I mean, like I said, she's what made way. She has abundantly more energy than he is. He's pretty reserved on how he moves, even though he does travel. Like, what's the best way to describe it? Like, I would say that she likes to go to raves. He likes to hike. If that makes sense. You know?
Just because I'm curious, could you be a little specific? Like, what are they?
I don't know. Only if Patience is comfortable with it. I can talk about it then.
I made an absolute mess out of myself. We went to a party and I got disturbingly intoxicated and really was not being the best version of myself, and he's a stand-up guy.
But I think I put a lot of pressure on the relationship in the sense that I don't drink really much at all, and so I think that does put like this. I think that it would kind of drive you to maybe like lash out in that way. You know what I mean?
You didn't even give me a shot. No, I don't think so. But I get where you're coming from, like 100%.
I guess if you're comfortable with me asking, was that one of the bigger things that led to this decision?
Shot a nut. He just keep digging. He keep poking. He keep poking that stuff. Like, come on, give me. I know you're a little uncomfortable. Just give me a little bit more. Just give me a little bit more of your truth. We gotta make this show entertaining to some degree. Just say what you mean, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's tough because I think that Patience has expressed that she wants to grow in certain ways, and sometimes it's hard to know if that's possible in a relationship. I think in a lot of relationships you hold each other accountable to the people you were when you met, and it's really hard to grow together, especially when if you care about someone, like there's always that shoulder to lean on. Then it's a lot harder to go through that personal growth. Then it's less impactful, I would say.
Is it fair to say that there's maybe still some unrequited feelings on your end?
I think unrequited infatuation. Obviously I don't know him well enough to be like in love with him, but infatuation absolutely is the word that I would use to describe it. And I mean, he knows this and he's been respectful and like kind of given me my space, and I've just like let him know, you know, I need time to kind of cool off of that like romantic aspect of it, but that's all.
And you guys drove here together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you to still maintain a relationship like that if there's still like feelings on your side?
Yes and no. Like it feels very natural talking to him. He's so easy to talk to and it doesn't feel any different, but there is like that little voice in my brain just like, he doesn't want you. It's a little softer, but.
No, but I feel like it's impossible not for me to feel those feelings too, because we did have such a strong connection. I think that like timing and where we are in our lives right now does play a big role in that, but that doesn't mean that I don't, you know, care and that I don't feel the same ways that I did in the show.
I know.
Tell that voice to can it.
Final question. So, would you say there's any hope, or would you say we are friends?
I think that's something that, I don't know, only time will tell. Yeah.
My name is Patience. You call me when you get the chance.
That was a bar.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
And then we're gonna finish out the rest of the weekend.
The main thing that was for me at that moment was the fact that I was like, bro, I'm cooking.
Hey, Marley is fucking miserable. Oh my god, bro. Ever since Mad said she would be a terrible mother, nigga, she is been in complete disarray, bro. Like, all the energy she had, she's like, yeah, fuck you, man. I don't even want to be here no more. Y'all done, oh, poor baby, bro. Her spirit is crushed. Look, I hope she's doing better. Look, I'm laughing now because I ain't shit. That's one. But it just like, dog. I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna put yourself on TV, bro, you gotta have some sort of thick skin, and not to let There's nothing wrong with letting your emotions show, but it's time and place for everything. And she's just been. The girls are just emotions are just completely just. I mean, they all together right now, so all that energy and emotion just bouncing off each other. It's just slowly draining them, and they're just you guys are so full of it. You don't really mean that. I can't believe you lying to my face. Guys are so terrible, and the dude's just like, hey, look, man, shit. I fucked up. What can I say? Look, life goes on. Them niggas over there just chilling, laughing it, chatting it up.
You don't have to be here if you don't want to. Do you want to go to a different room? Yeah. No, okay. Just go.
And I'm gonna keep it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm being an asshole. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep. Somebody can tell me I be hard on myself. So if a girl tell me, well, I think you be a terrible father. Hey, big dog, you may be wrong. Fuck you. I'll be an amazing dad. Nigga, what? Take my kids all over the world. Give them what they want. Raise them to be great, successful people. You just miss out on the good one, baby. Yeah. Compare my kids to your kids. Your kids are fucking trash. Mine's top tier. But oh my god, poor girl. She's out of it. Are you for real?
Hey, girl. Ugh. Just feel a little blindsided.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just crazy. I'm also like, I just told him not to embarrass me. That was like the one thing. And I was just like, bro, you're really like nailing that coffin tight. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Like, I shouldn't have even done that. Like, I shouldn't have even given him like the grace of just like, I know where you're coming from. I know that you're not trying to be like mean to me. Yeah. But also, I'm only saying that so like, I won't feel like you're being mean to me. Yeah.
But
Like,
it doesn't keep it from not hurting.
yeah, and it just like takes away like all of the fucking complexities that we have. I'm just like, bro, like.
All right, now let's start.
All right. Is everyone ready? I think we're missing Marley.
We're gonna roll without her. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's continue on with day 3. Later in the evening, Deb, you found the date card that Jaden hid in the house. You gave it to Django on the evening of night 3, but when it came time for the date the next morning, things had shifted. Deb, could you explain your thought process and maybe give more insight into some of those conversations the audience might not have seen?
I think when I gave Django the date card, I was, like, obviously I had put him on my list all week. And that night we were talking and it was fine. But there was a point where I went inside to go change. And then when I came back outside, instead of going back to Django, I was talking to Favor. And I think that rubbed Django the wrong way. And then at that point later in the night, when I had tried to speak to him about it, I kept trying to ask you what's wrong, and you wouldn't tell me. And then I begged you to tell me, and then you still wouldn't tell me. And then after a bit, you told me it was because of you didn't like how I was talking to Favor for that long.
No, so I don't mean to cut you off. It was just basically like, okay, she's like, all right, look, let's go. We're gonna go change real quick. I was like, bet.
No, that's exactly how it was. She shot her shot. He obliged. While they separated to go do their own little thing, he came back ready to, spend some quality time with her. Saw her talking to Favors. Probably got a little jelly, a little jelly, and a little impatient. It was like, well, look, if she gonna be talking to Favors, then fuck her. Yeah, I'm about to go back to doing me. He didn't wait till she was done. He didn't give her a chance at all. It was like late at night. He was fat. Just a grumpy old man. Sold the bag. So like, completely fumbled. Like, he wasn't patient at all when it came to trying to build some type of connection with her. He just like, it's gotta be like, with the time that we have left, it has to be right here, right now, instantly, no time wasted. Dog, give it a minute, man. Let it. Put the microwave on 5 minutes. You know what? Fuck it. Add 30 seconds. Make it 5 minutes to 30 seconds, man. Let it just watch that bitch cook.
She goes and changes. I come back out, and I'm like, where's she at? So I'm like going outside, and I sit down with you and Jaden, and I was like, bro, where is everyone? I'm like confused, and then all of a sudden I look over, and I was like, who's that? And he's like, oh, that's Favor and Deb. And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And I'm not saying like that was the reason why I was like feeling some type of way.
That was exactly the reason.
She was like, yeah, let's go out, let's go talk. And I was like, bet. And then all of a sudden I'm kind of just sitting there for like a good 30, 45 minutes, and I was like, bro, you know what? I'm going inside. So when I went inside, I was already kind of like, I was just out of energy, to be honest. And she came in, and I did give you a hard time.
You did.
A very hard time. That's on me though, like for sure. I was just trying to like, in a sense, keep myself from like getting annoyed even more, I guess, you know?
At me?
Not at you, and like just in terms of the whole situation, because I wanted to talk to you, I wanted to hang out with you. But in that moment, I was like sitting there, I'm just like, bro, like, what? I didn't even want to ask like what was going on really. I was kind of just like, bro, I'm just trying to go to bed. I was like, we could talk tomorrow. We still have tomorrow. We'll have that date, and then boom, we could discuss whatever we want on the date. And that's what was going through my mind. I gave her a hard ass time though in the kitchen, and then I gave her a hard time outside. Eventually though, she swooned me into being like, you know what, come here, let's go over here and let's just talk. And then we like actually chilled out. I chilled out more so. She was already chilled. She was super sweet. That was the cool thing too, is I got to see the sweet side of Deb. And then we hugged it at the end. I was like, okay, all right, well, I'll see you tomorrow. And then boom, I was like, it's like 1 o'clock. I don't think we're gonna have the date anymore. Because I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what like the date turned into, or if you like just said like, nah, f that, I don't even want to be on it.
I think that night after, although like I gave you a hug, we went to bed, it was fine. I couldn't even sleep. I think I was up journaling until like 2 a.m. because I didn't feel like at peace with the way you treated me, and I didn't think it was fair. And I know that you've had your past with relationships, and for me, I'm like the exact opposite, where I haven't had any. So it was so confusing to me because it was just so like hot and cold, and like I've never been hit with that before. And then it just,
bro, is it not? Does anybody else hear a heartbeat? Like, bro, as they're talking, I don't know if it's Deb, but like, nigga, I hear a soft little like, they hearts is fucking racing. What type of mics do they fucking got? That motherfucker's picking up every sound in there, bro. God damn, those supposed to be some high quality, expensive ass mics. Cause I can, not only am I hearing you talk, but I can hear your fucking heart racing. Jesus.
journaling, and I was thinking, I'm like, I don't feel good about this. And then I remember we talked in the morning. Even when we had that conversation, it still went so horrible. And then I think also just from the week, I was so incredibly stressed and emotional from like everything that was happening on top of this. And you had been someone that I really wanted to like get to know for the weekend. So I guess I kind of just felt like disappointed and like edged in a way, because I was like, wow, like not edged. Sorry, sorry.
Always comes back to it.
No, like just it was like a build up. And I was like, kind of like I've been dropping hints. I'm trying to show like, you know, that I'm interested. And then I don't know. I think it was just a lot for me. And then I also remember thinking like, damn, if I had just walked through the kitchen and went back to you, it would have been fine. But I went the long way to check on the girls. I checked on Favor, and I made a mistake of talking to somebody too long, and then that just derailed the whole weekend. And I think at that point I was
And I'm
like,
not saying that was a mistake. Like I said, this is a matter of like, I got too just impatient. I have had a lot of rough relationships. I've built up this like, if I'm just not seeing everything that I want in the moment, or like I don't like, so there's like little things that'll like maybe like get at me and maybe give me like an ick. And I'm not saying you gave me the ick, but there's like small moments where I'm like, you know what, this, and I just like give up, which is not good. I need to work on that still. And I kind of put that on you in that moment, which is bad. And I'm sorry for that. That's on me. I fucked up with
Full
that.
accountability.
So now let's go to
Oh, can I like sit up there so she's not sitting alone? Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize you were
like she's sitting alone.
Okay, but yeah, now I'm chill. I was just like getting a little teary.
I know. I don't blame you.
Hey, what's up?
No, wait.
Come.
I guess let's just get into some final thoughts. I guess this is more so just for all of you. What's something you realized about someone else's journey only after seeing the season play out on screen?
Yeah, I mean, in watching some of the girls' journeys, I felt like there were potentially some double standards with like gender stereotypes. So I don't know, it seemed like Haley caught a lot of the flack for like dating on a dating show, and then like Marley and Favor were in the same position, but Favor definitely got like a lot of support, whereas Marley didn't. So
like people just wanted to pick a villain or just wanted to pick on somebody, and it unfortunately had to be Haley.
No. We not gonna spin it like that. We saw it clear as day on how she was moving, and that shit was irritating. That was it. Everybody was really on her, just how she was moving with Favors, while also crushing on Mads. That was it. Mads and her had a one night cuddle. Had a one night stand cuddling, and the vibe was there. And after the cuddle session and just them being like very intimate, he just drops her, doesn't say anything to her, pretends like it never happened. And in one of the episodes, she started fucking crying about it. It was like, girl, what? It's the fucking first date. And so Favors came in trying to be fucking Superman, trying to comfort her, and she was just like, it gave off like, I guess I'll settle for you. It was just like, damn, big dog. Like, really? All right, fuck it. Then the whole, she blew the whole incident with Malcolm out of proportion. It was just like little shit she did was just like irritating. But everybody did irritating things throughout the season. It was just her in particular. She made it kind of like just way more irritating than the rest of the cast. And you know, obviously she wasn't aware of it at the moment. She thinks she's it's perfectly normal for her. But it's like, dog, outside looking in, you were doing the most. You were doing the most, and I mean, of course, we're not gonna be fond of it. All the other girls are chill, and you just had to. She kind of helped stir the pot without her even realizing it.
Because she did exactly what we were all supposed to do. I probably should have done the same thing. We're all complete strangers. It's the first date. Yes, you have a great date with Favor, but you can also have great conversations with anybody else. Just like two things can be true.
Man, this is the funniest thing. So you've never even been on like a show before. Like you just came through and you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Like that's how it's supposed to be, you know. And I mean, shit, all of us, we kind of didn't.
Yeah.
So it's like you for sure showed out like in the way that you're supposed to. And just because they're talking that bullshit doesn't mean anything. Like you did literally the point of the show, you know.
I will say it was very impressive to see. This was the first video that you've ever been on this channel in. And I'm assuming, like any other channel in this capacity.
Yeah.
You came in the house and left the topic of conversation. Which is kind of that's kind of sick.
Absolutely.
Definitely made your mark.
Oh,
main character.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
I have one more question for you guys. What's a moment from filming that didn't make the final cut, but still sticks out with you? And what was the context? What happened? It seems like you guys have an answer to that.
My moment was on the first day when we all get there. I get there like half an hour late because I'm always late.
You're just like me.
So on arrival, I did get my period. And I didn't have any of my bags. I didn't have anything with me. And Marley had her little pouch, and she's like, girl, I got you. I got a little backup kit. She had these
She is dying on the inside. Nigga, there's nothing but it's hard for her to keep her composure because she... Ladies, I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments, bro. If you were in this scenario, would you be feeling the same way that Marilyn is feeling right now? Like, would you damn near just be completely just like depressed after being told you would not be fit to be a good fucking mother by one person that you haven't really spent a whole lot of time with? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. There's worse things to be said about people. There's been worse things said about people. It's on like reality TVs and saying you would not be a good mother. I don't think that's just like at the very top of worst things you could say to your to somebody on the cast. Like, I don't think it's that deep. And she is just that just shattered her. God damn.
tampons, except
They're the cardboard ones.
Shea cardboard.
So I
She's
like
a healthy
the
girl.
earth.
She's an earth girl. Anyways, I didn't know how to use them at all. So I was like, hey, I know we just met 30 seconds ago, but can you stick it inside of me, please?
Oh, yeah.
And it was so funny because
I saw that.
You guys weren't there?
we went to the bathroom. And I think we were mic'd up too, because I remember
We were absolutely mic'd up, and it was like, okay, arch it. Like,
Let's roll a clip right
I'm trying to like get literally. And I was like, I thought it was so funny too, because I was wearing red and you're wearing white. I was like, this is so symbolic.
Yeah, I know.
I was like you were like my tampon. And the whole week, like, the whole week, like, you were there for me. Oh, yeah, she was my tampon. She was Mama Marley. Like, she inserted them every single day. And I know how to use them now because of Mama Marley. And that was sweet. Literally every single day. She bent me over and put it in. I can't believe you did that.
No, I honestly can't believe that either.
Oh my God.
I just got here. I'm the oldest, and this girl needed help putting a tampon in, and I helped her. It's gonna be a great weekend. Okay, talk to you in 4 days. Bye.
Real quick, because we do have to wrap it up, but I want to leave the floor open because this might be the last time that we're all in the same room together. Before it's officially over, does
It's
anyone
definitely
have
the last
anything they
time.
want to just throw out there real quick?
I had so much fun. Thanks, guys.
Man, I'm about to go back to my modeling gigs, get a couple of brand deals, travel the world, meet some way better people than y'all. The tensions were, bro. It was intense. I know that had to be. I know the room in there was just